What up, friends? How are you doing? Hello, friends. How are you? So, check this out. I'm about to get drunk off this one beer. And do you hate people who drink it like that? I haven't had beer in I've been doing what's it called? Uh um, 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 um I had one fatality. I had wait, what was I talking about? Oh, I've been keeping it not so harsh with Michelob, but I had some Budweiser left in the fridge from whatever family function I had here. Hang on, I gotta fix this in the front. It's gonna drive me crazy. So I just wanted to announce why I'm drinking, okay? Because we are celebrating our progress. No, we're not there yet. Yada yada yada. Okay, but that's okay. We're not there yet, but we don't give up. Look at me. Look here. Right here. We don't give up. Okay? We don't. We are having this for Luscious Motherfucking Massacre. Yeah, my eyebrows are so dragged. I just got home. What the fuck? What the flip? Oh, great. I just messed it up even more. Just ignore it, okay? So, Luscious Massacre. We have a big announcement, okay? I'm going to keep doing this. Luscious Massacre from the one I announced is now Emmy Award winning makeup artist from Brownsville, Texas. You know how I feel about Texas people, okay? I love my people. I love my state. And I'm very supportive of people who are making things for themselves in life, okay? And this goes along with the mommies. You know, I always got to tie it along with the life lesson, okay? So, Luscious has been going through a journey. If you saw my other video, you heard that she has been going through a journey and she's been up and down, not really too confident with herself and whatnot. But she has never given up. She thought that she made a mistake moving to Hollywood and blah, 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 blah. She's been going through a journey like me. Like me. I think we're all going through a different journey, right? So, so now he is on. Are you ready for this announcement? This was just announced this week. RuPaul Drag Race. Oh my gosh. That was my first sip. Okay. RuPaul's Drag Race. Why can't I say it? Mexico. Season 1. And Luscious Massacre is a makeup artist for the host. How you doing? How you doing? I don't know if it's RuPaul. I don't know. But this is going to be groundbreaking because it's already been filmed. It's just been announced. And she says it's going to be one of the most iconic years out of the franchise. And you know what? I'm going to drink to that, okay? Cheers. Cheers. I wanted to chug it for you guys. You know how people shotgun it? Like they don't do it with their teeth, obviously. They poke it and then they drink it out of there. I think they just crack this open. I'm not too sure, but they shotgun it and they drink it like in seconds. I was going to do that for you, but who are we kidding? We know I can't do that. So my plan for the night is to hopefully finish that. And I have to clean my house. It is a mess. And I just went to the kitchen. My son, okay, because we went to go buy dog food yesterday and he bought himself some snacks, right? He bought himself some Doritos and some Cheez-Its. He couldn't find his Cheez-Its anywhere. So he's looking and looking. We go to the car. We're looking. No Cheez-Its. I was like, maybe we left them because it's not the first time we've done that. I look at the receipt. He never rang us up for it. And I was like, are you sure it was that store? Maybe we got it mixed up with another store. Nope. He's very adamant. So I'm like, look, son, we're not going back to buy Cheez-Its for you tonight. If I leave this house, I'm not going to finish cleaning, you know? Like, it's going to be a whole thing. Then I also messed up doing something else. I have an automatic refresher, which you might have heard. It just go off right now. I thought I was buying, because I love fruity colors, Hawaiian colors. That's the air freshener that I use for my house, right? So I have an automatic freshener, right? And I bought a refill thinking it was the freaking Hawaiian scent, which matches my plugins. No, no. Excuse me. It's pumpkin spice. It's pumpkin spice. I don't like that scent. So tomorrow when we go get the Cheez-Its, we're going to go get some Hawaiian spray. Okay, so back to my life lesson and the mommies. All right, so Liv and her little ego over there, we can pretty much gather that she's thrown her hands up and has given up, pretty much, right? Did you hear that? Yeah, pretty much has thrown her hands up and has just given up on the custody thing or whatever, right? Well, she likes to play victim, and we see that, right? And she's not a fighter. Like, she's not fighting. She likes to fight with people, but not for things that she wants. Like, as long as you're putting in the effort, getting up every day and putting effort into something, doing something towards your goal, you're accomplished. You know what I mean? Every day, those are little accomplishments that you have. She just lays around all the time and expects things to come to her, but that's not how it works. Her effort has gotten her children taken away, and her own decisions, bad decisions on moving constantly. How many times has she moved since the breakup, since they separated? The judge is going to look at that and see that she is not stable. It doesn't matter what she did online. It doesn't matter who she was trying to, you know, online for everybody to see. It doesn't matter. They're going to look at her instability, and Gerard's automatically going to be rewarded, those children, if she doesn't have any fighting chance. And that's for her own poor decision making, her poor decisions. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm already buzzed. I'm just kidding. And so it's her own fault. She has nobody to blame but herself, because she's given up. Remember when she was going to the gym? What happened with that? Remember when she had an interview for a job? What happened with that? Remember when she was going to be in a reality show? What happened to that? Do you remember when she was going to be celibate? What happened with that? What happened to her spiritual journey? What happened with that? It's all gone, because she's all talk and no action. You have to act. You can't use God and act like you're going to be doing stuff and changing your life and doing all this stuff. You cannot do that. You can lie to us, but you can't lie to him. And it shows with what's going on. Nothing can go her way. And look where she ended up. I'm not bashing her or making fun of her or anything like that. Her own actions is why she's where she's at. You can have enablers around you, but because you choose to have enablers around you, because I call her family, her sister and her mom, enablers. And if you don't part companies from enablers, then there's an issue there. You know, you can't grow when people are constantly pacifying your situation. You have to hit rock bottom. I've hit rock bottom in my life. I told you there was one time in my life where I lost everything. Everything was gone. And a lot of people were side-eyeing that, like, oh, she's been homeless before. Yes, I have been. And the thing about being homeless is you never want to feel that again. You learn how to hustle more. You learn how to hustle hard. You learn several different hustles, and not ever be in that situation again. If you've never been homeless, that's the one thing you have against you, is you've never been homeless. You don't know what that feels like. So you can't judge me for that. Okay. And that was, like what? 20 years ago. It's not like it was recently. It was a long time ago and I never forgot it, okay? That's when you really find out who's there for you. I will say that, okay? You find people's true colors. When you are in need and don't have anything, that's when you find out. If you're always giving, and then the time when, if you see somebody in a situation when they're homeless, you'd help them out, right? Like me, I've housed how many people in this house alone? Oh my gosh. But when I was in that situation, it was a different story. That's when you really find out who's there for you. And not everybody's as giving as you are. You do learn that. But anyways, so yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about her, is she's not trying this whole stunt that she's pulling, that she's going here. She's here in Texas to see her children for Mother's Day when you haven't even earned the title of mother. Right now, you're the egg donor. You know what I mean? Like my son's mother. She says she's a mom to all of her kids, and she has not taken care of him. I've had my son since he was a baby. He was 2 weeks old in the hospital. Went to go pick him up, and that was it. He was always with me. He doesn't know any other family. He just knows me, and his other parent. That's all my son knows. Doesn't know anybody else. Since he was a little baby, I've had him. And when I also got a question about, somebody asked me about why I don't say adopted son. My adopted son. I've never called him that because he's my son. Like, I don't know why I would call him my adopted son, because yes, he's adopted, but I just call him my son. Like, why would I call him my adopted son? And people ask weird questions, but at least you're asking, because people really want to know. Because I've noticed some people do, but it's usually when the children are older, they'll say my adopted son. You know what I mean? But I don't say that. I just say my son. And so does the other parent. You know what I mean? So, whatever. But I'm glad you asked. And I don't know if this person was being like because you never know. Somebody could be trolling you and stuff like that. But I didn't take it that way, so I don't think they were trolling me. I think they really wanted to know why I don't call him my adopted son, because he's my son, and that's why. I mean, I've had him since he was born. Like, that's when she couldn't take him home from the hospital. He was in the NICU for 2 weeks, and he was kind of just like left there because the mom still has rights to the baby, because it took me 2 years to start the adoption process. And so he was there abandoned, but she still had to sign off as to where he went, which was me, so I am thankful for that. I know, I realized she could have said, no, send him to the orphanage. She could have did that. She could have been a bitch and did that, but she didn't. So I'm thankful she did that, and I was able to pick him up, bring him home. And I was telling everybody, oh my God, guess what? I just had a baby. And everyone's like, oh my God, when were you pregnant? I was like, well, I was hiding it. It was a joyous time when I was able to adopt him, or bring him home, because it was a long process. It's not for the faint of heart. So I know what CPS looks for. So if Liv has like an open case with CPS, it's you just have to follow their rules. You can't go by your own rules. You can't move. And also, she's thinking she's moving to a different state, that she doesn't have to report to CPS. You still have to report to them over there. And they will communicate with this caseworker over here. Yes, ma'am. I can't even get like a big drink out of this. Anyway, moral of the story is, don't give up. Like, if you really want something, do something for it. Like, don't just lay there on your mattress, live, and expect it just to come to you. If you want your kids more often, I mean, obviously she doesn't want her kids more often because she moved. Like, how complicated is that going to make things? It would have been a lot easier. And like I said, she doesn't have stability. And that's what CPS and the judge look for, is who's not going to get up and uproot these children. And how many, like I said, how many times has she moved since they broke up? That's the first thing they're going to look at. And everything else that she did after that, the lying and all that, is also not going to look good. And again, she has nobody to blame but herself. Yes, she was hurt because she really did. I feel blessed already. I haven't even drank the whole thing. Like, I'm like right here. Like right here. I tell you, I don't drink. That's why I told my son, I'll get your Cheez-Its tomorrow. Anyway, so that was my story. We're celebrating Luscious Massacre and RuPaul's Drag Race Mexico. Okay? And she's going to be a makeup artist on there. And she was going through the struggle bus too, like we all do. And she stuck to it no matter how many times she thought she failed or thought she made a mistake. Liv, are you listening? She continued going on the broken path, you know? Even though, like, your path is broken, like, you could still step on, like, one stone and, like, hop over. Like, you go through the twists and turns that life gives you. You can't just lay there, but that's her family's fault, you know? You can't just lay there and expect for things to happen. They're not going to come to you. You have to go out and fucking get it, you know? Anyways, y'all have a good night, okay? And I'll talk to y'all later. I'll check in later. We'll see if I'm fucked up, okay? Bye-bye.